Hi, I'm a registered dietitian and I do nutrition consults for bariatrics. And a question is always about seltzer and carbonation. And I really don't feel 100% comfortable with my answer. What is your take on carbonation? And what are the reasons why it is to be avoided? And for how long does it have to be avoided? Thank you.
So there's a lot of myth and lore that goes with bariatric surgery. And seltzer and carbonation, and the other big one is straw. Somehow, having bariatric surgery means you can't drink out of a straw. I don't get that. That makes absolutely no sense to me. And the seltzer and carbonation thing doesn't either. The idea is, I think what happened is somewhere in the 1980s, a couple of surgeons sat in a room and said, yeah, carbonation's bad, soda's bad, we don't want people drinking soda. And they're right about that. So let's tell them that the bubbles will stretch out their pouch, because if we just tell them there's too much sugar, they probably won't listen to us. But if the bubbles will stretch out their pouch, maybe they'll listen to us. My hunch is that's probably something close to the conversation that was had about 40, 50 years ago. But here we are in 2021, and we still are telling everybody that you can't have carbonation. I think you got to take a step deeper. Can you have soda, full sugar soda? No, you can't. Full sugar soda, you'll gain every pound back. It's the number one dietary cause of weight regain that I see in my practice, and it must be completely eliminated. All sugar-containing beverages, whether they have bubbles or not. Fruit juice, Gatorade, Monster, Red Bull, sweet tea, sweet coffee drinks, sugary alcoholic drinks, all of those must go after bariatric surgery. The next group of things that we see with carbonation is artificial diet soda, right? Now, artificial sweeteners also cause weight gain. They're not nearly as bad as full sugar soda. So Diet Coke is better than full sugar Coke when it comes to weight gain. And that's not even a debatable point. The science is incredibly strong on this. But that doesn't mean that artificial sweeteners are fine. They also will cause weight gain, and they will interfere with your long-term success. And for people who battle sweet addictions, they kind of keep the addiction alive and make it very hard to give up other refined sugary foods. So I think I generally discourage diet drinks, and that's not just the soda, but also things like Crystal Light or diet iced tea, things along those lines as well. Now then we get into this whole thing that didn't really exist in the 80s with all these, flavored seltzer waters with the LaCroix and bubbly, and there's dozens of them now. I think these things are great. They really don't have any artificial sweeteners. They do have some kind of artificially flavors, and artificial flavors have their problems as well. But again, you can't be perfect with everything that you eat or drink. So these, to me, are excellent choices. I think they're fine for bariatric patients. The carbonation is not strong enough. It's not going to stretch out the pouch or dilate the opening for a gastric bypass or a sleeve or anything like that. And they make really good and reasonable choices for bariatric surgery patients. So I think it's really important for us to recognize what's the actual problem with these drinks. It's the full sugar or the artificial sweeteners, and counsel and educate people on how to avoid these, and not talk about the bubbles, because we have zero science to support that, and it doesn't even make that much sense.